So I take a bubble bath and I shave, you know, anything that's necessary to shave. You know, very long time of shaving. And then I'm like, all right, I get out of the bubble bath and I go downstairs where my hair is air drying and I look in the fridge and I see strawberries. I said, that's fantastic. That's seductive. So I take these strawberries and I dice them up and I look in the fridge and I see chocolate syrup. I'm like, TTF. TTF. So I grab these strawberries and there's chocolate syrup and I take them upstairs. I get ready, I like curl my hair, put on a little sexy outfit. I'm like, and heels. I've seen porn. Everyone's got heels on. So I have these heels. And I got these heels. I'm like, all right, well, he should be here at like 9:30. And like, I was under strict parents, so I couldn't have my cell phone upstairs. So like, I just had to listen to see like when he came. So I like stood in this position at like the end of my bed that has like the bars. Very sexy, right? Like it seems like it to be going well, right? So I like stood at the end of his bed in this position that I believe was sexy. Okay, it was like, but like ever. Like I'm not even getting like 15 minutes of it. Your legs are like trembling. All right, finally, like I hear like the creak of the window. I'm like, oh my god, it's game time. This is going down. So I'm like, all right, stick into your stomach, push out your boobs, strike a pose. So he comes in. Just like I had thought. His jaw dropped. Awesome! Off to a good start. And then it's like, well, obviously you gotta be sexy, so I'm like... I rub the bed where he's supposed to lay. So like he lays down, I'm like, that's right, big boy! So then I'm like, I'm gonna give you a back rub. So like he's laying on his stomach and everyone does the back rub that's supposed to be sexy when like you give it but you hump at the same time, like that's natural. I'm like, oh yeah, he just thinks I'm a sex kitten. Right? The whole time I'm like, oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? I don't care about you. And I'm like, alright, roll on over, Poppy. So he rolls over and like this just about to go down. So I'm like, I look at the strawberries, I'm like, no fucking way. No fucking way. So I take this chocolate syrup and I drizzle it down his chest. Oh yeah. And then I sprinkle the strawberries like Jimmy's. I'm like, my Sunday treat. So I'm like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat these fucking strawberries off of him. Like, that's not tantalizing. Put me in Karma Sutra. So I grab that like first strawberry and I lick it up, you know, and I'm chewing it. And I'm chewing it. And I'm chewing it. And I'm like... I'm like, holy fucking huge strawberries. They are ginormous. And it's taking me like 45 seconds to eat one. And I like take, like I look up and there's like 12 more. I'm like, no way. No way. So as I'm like eating one, I'm like flicking others off. So I'm like, I don't have time. Like my jaw's gonna be sore. Like this kid's not getting hit. I'm in so much pain. So finally all the strawberries are gone. I'm like sweating. I'm like, woo! Now it's a fun time. Chocolate syrup. Like who's not trying to eat chocolate syrup off someone? So I'm like, oh my god, like, you know, I should start from the bottom and work my way up away from a sanctuary zone and then back down. Like that makes sense, right? Like everyone's with me. So I start licking off the chocolate syrup. I'm like, this is great. I'm gonna lick it off. And then I realized, wow, this is not lick off at all. Have you ever tried to lick chocolate syrup off your finger? Yeah, that's not sexy. Okay? I would get straight up cat. And it's just spreading all over his chest. What makes it even worse is my dumb ass started from the bottom, which means it's still on the top, but my mouth is here. So I'm chocolate syrup, it's mad in my hair, across my forehead, it's in my eyelashes, my eyelashes are stuck shut, and it's all over the place, my tongue is tired, I have like blisters from licking him, I'm like, can we just have sex? Chocolate syrup is all over myself, like everywhere, like it was like the worst experience of my life, like in my hair for like days. Like, it was awful. And from that day on, I realized it was not sexy. I was like, I just didn't do it. Like, I'll just get naked and let's call that sexy. Tell me it's not awful. Like, that's supposed to be sexy. And I found out that I'm not sexy. It's not for me.
Well done.
Put that on YouTube.
Just happened.
Put that on YouTube.